The next day, that is after the day of preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered before Pilate and said, "Sir, we remember what the impostor said while he was still alive. After 3 days I will rise again. Therefore, command the tomb to be made secure until the third day. Otherwise, his disciples may go steal him away and tell the people, 'He has been raised from the dead,' and the last deception would be worse than the first." Pilate said to them, "You have a guard of soldiers. Go make it as secure as you can." So they went with the guard and made the tomb secure by sealing the stone.
After the Sabbath, as the first day of the week was dawning, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to see the tomb. And suddenly there was a great earthquake. For an angel of the Lord, descending from heaven, came and rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was lightning, and his clothing as white as snow. For fear of him, the guards shook and became like dead men. But the angel said to the woman, "Be not afraid. I know that you are looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here. He has been raised as he said. Come see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples, he has been raised from the dead indeed. He's going ahead of you to Galilee. There you will see him. This is my message for you." So they left the tomb quickly with fear and great joy and ran to tell his disciples. Suddenly Jesus met them and said, "Greetings." And they came to him, took hold of his feet, and worshipped them. Then Jesus said to them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee. There they will see me."
On Easter Sunday, we see two different kinds of treasures. The Roman soldiers treated Jesus' tomb like a treasure. They guarded it because it was very valuable to Jesus' body in the tomb. If his body was in a tomb, then his message could not continue. He could not disrupt the empire any longer. But do you know that is not the end of the story?
Jesus is the treasure that cannot be contained. Jesus taught good news. Jesus is good news. And the good news is more powerful than Roman soldiers. They were unsuccessful at keeping the good news locked up.
Who would be the first to hear the good news of Jesus' resurrection? Two of his most dedicated followers, Mary Magdalene and Mary, an angel appeared, rolled back the stone, and shared the good news with them.
Good news is an invisible treasure. You cannot see it, but you can feel it. It feels like butterflies in your stomach. It feels like a giant smile across your face. It even feels like happy tears pouring from your eyes. When Mary Magdalene and Mary learned Jesus was alive, they were filled with these wonderful feelings. They had good news in their hearts, and they were excited to share it. While they were on their way to share treasured good news with the disciples, they found Jesus and worshipped at his feet. But they did not stay for long. Jesus sent them on their way to deliver the message that he was alive. One beautiful parts of following Jesus is sharing good news. We do not keep good news to ourselves. We share the joy and excitement of good news with our friends and family, even our neighbors. Our good news cannot be a word of encouragement, a story of hope, a moment of joy or trustworthiness promise. Your good news to your sibling might be different from your good news to a teacher or grandparent, but we share good news. We are passing on treasure to someone else to enjoy.
Why I think we should be happy at Easter because it's a holiday and Jesus rised from his tomb and you get to eat candy.
Why we should be happy on Easter is because it's a holiday we get to spend with family, and we get to have egg hunts, but it's also the day Jesus got lifted up from the dead, which is really happy. And the egg hunts and eating candy and chocolate are very fun.